Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm Allie from the Naples Library, and I am here to offer you story time this morning. So just a reminder, right now for the month of July, all of our story times align with the summer reading program presented by the library. And if you would like to know more about the summer reading program, you're welcome to go to the Naples Library website or our Facebook for more information, and you can sign up right there, and it's totally free. You can do it, at your own pace if you'd like to. There's little prizes and that kind of thing. It's just to encourage you to read and have some fun. So this week for the summer reading program, we're talking about dragons. It's part of our 5-week folk and fairy tale program that we're offering. So dragons are the subject this week. Do you know what a dragon is? So dragons are make-believe creatures. So they're not real, they're imaginary as far as we know. And they are huge, huge creatures. They look kind of like dinosaurs. And they're what's called a legendary creature, which means that for a really, really long time, passed down from generation to generation for thousands of years, people have been telling stories of dragons. Isn't that crazy? They've been make-believe creatures for that long, except for I think that people really used to believe in them. So they've all over the entire world, as far back as humans have been alive, they've been talking and telling stories about dragons. And usually in their stories, dragons are really big, scary, evil creatures that they have to defeat in order for good to prevail. But sometimes dragons aren't exactly like that, not all dragons are the same. So do you have any idea what they look like? Do you know if dragons have fur or feathers or scales? Do you know whether they swim or run or fly? Do you know what color dragons are? Do you know if dragons breathe fire? Lots of decisions, huh? Well, this is where your imagination comes in. Dragons do usually fly, but not always. And I've never heard of a dragon who had fur, but that doesn't mean that they don't. They usually have scales, though. I encourage you to draw a picture of a dragon, whichever way you think a dragon would look, because you're an artist and you have your own imagination. So they can look any way you like. But if you're curious or you'd like to know what other people think dragons look like, I do have a couple of examples here. This is a little book called Dragons by John Hamilton. And I'm just going to use this book for a couple of illustrations, a couple of pictures of dragons for examples for you. But if you would like to take this book out with the rest of our Storytime books today, it will be available on Monday, so you can read up all about dragons if you're interested. So here's a picture of a scary dragon. And on that dragon, there is a knight riding the dragon. So this dragon is green, and it has scales, and it's breathing fire and flying. Do you see that? I have another picture here. This is an illustration by Don Mites, and this is a dragon of many colors, breathing fire and flying around, very scaly. Look at his eyes. His eyes are fire. And then a third dragon, and this is also by Don Mites. And this guy's also breathing fire. Look at all these fire-breathing dragons. And here's a wizard. This is a guy who casts spells. So maybe he's cast a spell on this dragon. We don't know. But yes, this will be in the book bundle this week. So if you'd like to look at more pictures of dragons, there are some dragons from Asia in here. Some like Chinese dragons. Very, very cool. That's by Kano Hogai, that illustration. But yeah, dragons are all over the world, all the way back in human history. Crazy cool. So all of these dragons look so scary, but I just want everybody to know that for every scary dragon, there is a good, friendly dragon. And that is where my friend Bart comes into the story. Bart, would you like to come up and say hi? He's a little bit shy. This is my friend Bartholomew the dragon, and he would never hurt anybody, would you? No, he would never hurt anybody. In fact, he's a little bit shy and scared of being hurt himself. So sometimes, you know, in some of these stories, he might just get a little bit scared, and that's okay. It's okay to be scared and shy. And I do have 3 books with me today that I would like to show you. And in each of these books, we have some friendly dragons, not mean dragons. So there's no need to fear. If we'd like to start, we can get right into it. Our first book of the day is called It Came in the Mail by Ben Clanton. And Bartholomew will help me read this book. He looks a lot like the dragon who came in the mail, doesn't he? He does. Very close. He's green, just like him. Okay, It Came in the Mail. This book is also published by Simon Schuster, and I have been granted permission to read this book to you this morning. Liam loved to get mail. Hooray! Yay! But too bad he never got any mail. Aw, boogers, said Liam. He checked daily. No, hourly. No, every few seconds he checked the mail. But he found diddly squat. Oh, that's sad. Don't you love getting mail? Don't you love to check the mailbox? But then one day, on a day much like any other, an idea struck Liam. You see that? The idea just flew right out of the head and bonk right in his head. Ouch, said Liam. If he sent some mail, maybe he'd get some mail in return. Gotta go write a letter. See you, Jamal. Okay, said Jamal. Oh, hi, Scarlett. How you doing? Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I hope you like our stories about dragons today. Not sure who to send something to, Liam sent a letter to his mailbox. The letter said, "Dear mailbox, I would like to get something in the mail. Something big, please. Love, Liam." As soon as Liam put the letter in, the mailbox began to shake. It made all sorts of crazy noises. Toot, toot. Bam! And then, when Liam looked inside, he was met by a blast of fire. And a dragon had come in the mail. Look at Liam. The dragon just blasted him with fire, but he's so happy to see him. And the dragon was for Liam. Liam loved the dragon, but he couldn't wait to see what he might get next. "Dear mailbox, Thank you for the fire-breathing dragon. It was just what I always wanted. Can you send me more stuff? Please. Love, Liam. P.S. You're the best mailbox ever. So what do you think Liam's going to get in the mail now? Whoa. Soon the mailbox was spitting all sorts of things out. Pickles, pigs, a whale with wings, a trombone, a triceratops bone, even a funny bone. Can you point to a pig on the screen? Can you point to another pig? Maybe some ice cream? All sorts of wacky stuff is coming out of his mailbox. Liam liked it all. He liked it all so much that he wanted even more stuff. Oh man, what's he going to do with all this stuff? He wrote another letter. Dear Mailbox, you send the best mail. I would love it if you sent me a gazillion more things. Love, Liam. More stuff? What, a fire-breathing dragon wasn't enough? He put it in the mailbox. Creak, rattle, rumble, rumble, grumble, grumble. Oodles and oodles of mail flooded out of the mailbox. Wait, said Liam. Out came an octopus, a tire, a crab, a sailboat, an elephant, a flying horse. This is crazy. Look at all this stuff. Too much mail. What's he going to do with all of it? What was Liam to do with all of it? Whoa, awesome, he said. Oof. Then another idea struck Liam. He probably wasn't the only kid who had ever wanted to get mail. Look at Liam thinking of others. Where are you going now? Said Jamel. Gotta write a letter, said Liam. Again? Dear Mailbox, thank you for all the mail, but I think it's maybe too much for just me. Can you help me send it to some other kids? Love, Liam. With some help from the mailbox, you see him pushing an elephant in there? I bet Amelia would love this thing, says Jamel. Rattle, rumble, rattle, rumble. Liam was mailing things. Brilliant! To kids all over the place. Look, she's getting something in the mail. A mustache just came out of the mail and onto her face. Oh, looks like this alien's getting pickles in space. Liam found that he rather liked sending stuff. He liked it so much that before long, almost everything was gone, except for the dragon and the flying horse. That was okay with Liam, though. He liked to share, and he could always ask the mailbox for more. Woohoo! But maybe some other time he'll ask for more. Faster, faster! Liam was busy flying. The end. Oh, look, it's him and his fire-breathing dragon friend. Cute. So that dragon wasn't scary at all, was it? He was friendly. Our second book today that Bartholomew is going to help us with is called Fire Truck versus Dragon. He's a little bit scared to open this book. This one looks like that dragon could mean real business, right? Yeah, we'll see. Before I open this book, I have... Oh, never mind. It's a different book. So this book is called Fire Truck versus Dragon by Chris Barton. And this book is published by Little Brown and Company. That's right, and I have permission to read this book as well. So we open the first page and we have a dragon laughing at a fire truck and a fire truck laughing at a dragon and some very confused kids. It might surprise you that fire truck and dragon can, in fact, really be good friends. We get along great. Why wouldn't we? Said the fire truck. Can you see that the fire truck is red and the dragon is blue? I know, right? I mean, what are dragons really good at? It's sort of obvious, isn't it? It's completely obvious, said the fire truck. And what are fire trucks really, really good at? Put the two of us together and you can guess why. Everyone loves us at campfires. Woohoo! They've got marshmallows, they've got logs to bring, they've got sticks. They're the coolest guys in town. So they go over to the campsite and under the midnight moon, a fearsome forest creature appears. Look, it's a shadow puppet. The dragon's making a little hoppy bunny on the side of the tent. And they're roasting some marshmallows over a very small fire. Oh man, the kids are kind of like, that's pretty boring of a dragon. Dragon says, I get the feeling they might be thinking of something else that we're good at. Gotcha. That's why everyone loves having us at barbecues and cookouts. What do you think they do at barbecues and cookouts? I prepared some pre-arranged potato salad. Hey, it's my famous firehouse beans, said the fire truck. I wonder if they were actually thinking of the other things we're really good at. Absolutely. That's why we always get invited to birthday parties. So they go to the birthday party for our special talents. Our extra special ones, said the fire truck. Blindfolding the piñata hitters and spinning them around. Look, everyone. Smack! He smacks the piñata with his tail. Candy! Says the fire truck as the candy spills all over the place. The kids, do they look like they're happy? I have to say, I was really expecting more enthusiasm for our respective skills, said the dragon. Yeah, and for the candy, said the fire truck. Is there something more that they want to see from us? Something in particular? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, something in particular. Well, you're great at welding, dragon. What a skill to have. And no one is more fun at the water park than you, fire truck. Woo! Get you near some fireworks and watch out, he said to the dragon. On hot summer days, we're all glad to have your snow cones, fire truck. And on cold winter nights, you're the best. Wait, do you think they'd be interested in that new thing that we've been doing? Oh yeah, where the two of us go head to head, facing off, fire truck versus dragon. Who will win? Why didn't we think of this sooner? Yeah, said the kids. Woohoo, we're so excited. 1, 2, 3. Staring contest. I really thought that staring contest would be a crowd pleaser. The kids don't look like they were that enthused. They were bored and walked away. They wanted more action. Maybe it just takes practice, says the fire truck. Maybe we can try again tomorrow, says the dragon. You bet. Until then. Good night, fire truck, breathed the fire-breathing dragon. Good night, dragon, sprayed the fire truck. Is that what you've been waiting for this whole time? Oh, that's nothing. You should see how we say good morning. The end. Now that was a super silly book, wasn't it? And that dragon wasn't even scary, was he, Bartholomew? No, not even a little. He was friendly, just like you. All right, for our third book, I do have a couple of things to review before we read the book. And that is that some words sound the same as other words, but they mean different things. And that can kind of create confusion sometimes. So in this book here, which is called Dragon Knight by J.R. Krause, in this book we have a little bit of confusion between different words, and those words are knight and knight. So sometimes when people say the word knight, they're talking about, let me find this book, this type of knight. Right here on the front cover, this type of knight is the type of knight that you see with princesses, and sometimes those knights in stories are the ones that kill the dragons or tame the dragons. And then there's the knight that is the opposite of day, the nighttime. So those are the words that we're going to be working on in this story. And this is published by Putnam Books. So this is Dragon Knight. You can see here it's nighttime and this child is in bed. Georgie is afraid of the night. It's too dark with the lights off, too quiet with everyone asleep, and being alone makes everything worse. Suddenly, Georgie's favorite book falls to the floor with a thump. The pages flutter open and start crackling. A brilliant light fills the room and a dragon steps out. Whoa, what? There's a dragon in my room. Georgie has never seen a real dragon before. Shh, I'm running away, says the dragon. I'm afraid of the night. I'm afraid of the night too, says Georgie. Then let's run away together, said the dragon. So Georgie scales the dragon's bumpy back, and together they launch from the window. The dragon spreads its great wings, and up they soar, high into the dark night sky. Swoosh! Far below, a carnival sparkles, like a pirate treasure. Merry music floats up with joyful cries. There is no night down there, says Georgie. Georgie means the dark night, like as opposed to day. There is no night, replies the dragon slowly, but he means the other type of night. But there is a castle, so they fly on. Can you point to the castle that the dragon sees down there? The castle is right here. And it's actually a bounce house for the carnival. But the dragon doesn't know that. He thinks it's a real castle. Soon, an endless blanket of city lights shines below. Horns honk and sirens wail on busy streets. There is no night down there, says Georgie. There is no night, replies the dragon carefully, but there is a king. So they fly on. Can you find the king in the picture? He's right here. And the storefront says that it's the Candy King Company, which I think is just a candy store. But the dragon thinks he's a real king, so he's a little bit scared and keeps going. Next, they soar over a bright, noisy baseball game. The crowd roars like a magnificent waterfall. There is no night down there, says Georgie. But there he is, replies the dragon, on a very peculiar horse. Oh, that's just a guy dressed up, dragon. He doesn't know that, though. Georgie and the dragon fly on quietly. I think that we're talking about two different things, says the dragon gently. Georgie is thinking, but why is a dragon like you afraid of the night? He asks. Because the night hates me, cries the dragon. He carries a heavy sword and he always wants to fight me. Georgie doesn't know what to say. He's never thought of it that way before. But in the book, it's always the night fighting the dragon. They sail silently toward a grassy field. You know, says the dragon, the night is dark, but it's not always scary. Georgie isn't so sure. Look, says the dragon, without the darkness of the night, we wouldn't be able to see the stars. Georgie had never seen shooting stars before. Have you ever seen a shooting star? Have you ever gone outside at night and looked up into the sky? And then all of a sudden across the sky you see a bright light. Shoo! That's called a shooting star. And they're not really common. So when you see them, they're really special. And you have to make a wish on them. And hopefully your wish comes true. But don't tell anybody what you wished. Listen, says the dragon. The night is quiet and peaceful. Georgie hears the crickets play a soothing song, and before long he curls up against the warm dragon and drifts off to sleep. But night doesn't last forever. As the sun rises, Georgie and the dragon swoop back home. Now the dragon's worried. In the daylight, everyone can see me. You need to hide, says Georgie. But there's no place big enough for the dragon to hide. He can't hide behind the tree, or in the tent, or under the bed. He's such a big guy. Oh no, where will they put him? Now Georgie's worried. You belong in the book, he says. But I want to stay here with you, cries the dragon. A tear bubbles up and steams like hot tea. The dragon quietly sniffs. I'm still afraid of the night. Oh, poor dragon. You shouldn't have to go to a space where you have fear. I have an idea, says Georgie. I'll make a new book for you with a friendly knight. Will the knight carry a heavy sword? Asked the dragon. Instead of a sword, the knight will have a baseball and a glove, replies Georgie. Will the knight want to fight? Asks the dragon. Instead of fighting, the knight will love to play catch, replies Georgie. What if the knight doesn't like me? Asks the dragon. Don't worry, says Georgie. I'll help you. He turns the page. I turn the page too. Wow, look what Georgie has created for his dragon friend. And draws a carnival with a carousel, a candy shop filled with tasty treats, a big empty baseball field, and the knight waiting for a friend. Do you see the knight down there who is now friendly? The book is ready, says Georgie. You'll like this story. Thank you, replies the dragon. A dazzling light fills the room once again as the dragon steps into the book and gently waves, Goodbye, Georgie. There he is, stepping into the magic book. Now every night after a flight, Georgie and the dragon snuggle up and read their new favorite book. Good night, says the dragon as Georgie turns the last page. Good night, says Georgie, and then together in the dark they quietly fall asleep. The end. What a good dragon friend. So remember, everybody, it is so much fun to use your imagination for crazy stories like these ones, and even sometimes scary stories. But when you go to bed tonight, definitely remember that dragons aren't real, that they are a part of our imagination. So no need to fear them. But just in case you do, remember, for all of the bad dragons out there, there are an equal amount of friendly dragons out there. And if you try hard enough, you might just make a new friend. Right, Bartholomew? So I encourage everybody to draw your own dragon. And if you'd like, you can send us a picture and we can post it below this video of your own artwork from your own imagination. So kids, thank you so much for joining Bartholomew and I today for our story time, and we hope to see you next week. I will be back on Wednesday for another fun activity for you. But until then, I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much for coming.